All right, Coach. Well, first off, with the game versus Milwaukee, just your thoughts on going up against Dame for the first time since the trade.
It'll be fun, man. It'll be fun to see him. I think I've watched probably 2 or 3 of their games so far, but it's just going to be fun to have him out there. Obviously, it'd be weird, man, to be playing against Dame, and it's just weird game planning against him, having coached him for a few years. So I'm pretty sure most of our guys, it'll be weird for them too, but it'll be fun, man. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good time.
You think that's something he's going to get charged up for?
Probably. Dame is, it'll probably be more when he's here, I would guess, but yeah, he'll be up for it, but he's kind of he can control his emotions better than most people do. So, yeah, I'm sure he'll want to play very well and do good and show well. So, yeah, I'm sure he'll be pumped up. It's his first time, in his whole career of having this type of situation.
You didn't spend that many years in one spot, but did you have a moment like that where emotions got to you playing against your former team?
Yeah, when I was traded from Detroit, that was the longest span that I had been with a team, 6 straight years. Going back there and even playing against them in Denver, like it was an emotional game. I was happy. You have everything involved. Like you mad they traded you. You happy, to play against your guys. You happy to see some of your old teammates. So it's a lot of different emotions that you go through. I don't know that the mad one will happen with Dame since he won it out, but he's very happy with where he's at. So, it should be all good other than having to face him.
Chauncey, you guys have struggled obviously with shooting the ball from the perimeter, but you guys have also struggled finishing at the rim. How much of that is defensive packing the paint in and not having a ton of room to work with versus young guys learning how to finish at the rim and trying to figure out their way, so to speak?
I think it's more experience-based than anything. Like even today, this is literally like today was our 3rd practice of the year. We haven't practiced at all, so it was fun to have practice and actually like compete and get after it. And one of the things that I did today is just simple, like being able to convert when we have numbers, 2-on-1 fast break, making the right play, understanding having a plan when you get to the rim against some of these rim protecting fives. Like you gotta have a plan when you get there. We'll get there, but then you gotta have a plan. That guy comes over. So like talking about some of those things, showing it, going through it, is good for us. The one thing that I love most about coaching this team is every time we emphasize something, we have good carryover. We've been talking about passing the ball and not letting the ball stick and things. Man, we have our best passing game of the year, the other day. So we have a lot of carryover when we can actually focus on some things. So that's why I was just so excited to have practice today.
Obviously getting the practice in, but also having guys back who can kind of make the team somewhat whole again. It has to be nice too to not be able to get that practice, but also see some of the guys out there who have been gone for a minute.
Yeah, they all go together. That's the main reason why we haven't been able to practice, because we just don't have the bodies, and I'm playing our guys so many minutes, and you got to be smart about getting them rest. Now that we do have a few more bodies back, one, they need to get some reps, and we need to get reps playing with them. And it's just good to get up and down, man.
Diego.
Yeah.
So he's good for Sunday, you think?
Yeah, that I know of, yeah. Diego, he looked good. He looked really good today. So hope so.
What's the plan for Baji this year? Is he going to actually play for you, or is he mostly just going to be with the remix the whole year, like it was before?
Well, the plan for Baji, and even you can kind of put a few of our young guys in this. The plan is for them to get better, and you only can get better playing. Mm-hmm. So you look at those situations with him, and some of our youngins, Chris's and Roops, and you say that's the advantage of having the remix, is now they can go down there and play 30 minutes a game, whereas you with me, you might get in, you might not. you know, I look at those games down there like practices, you know, that they can go get those reps. So to answer your question, yeah, Ibu will spend a lot of his time with the remix. And if we need him and I feel like we can have a chance to play him, I would love to have him here to play too. So he just needs a lot of reps, man. I watched this few G League games, and I was just so happy, you know, to see him starting to play and starting to protect that rim and run, and he's loud, he's vocal, he's the things that we've poured into him. I hated seeing somebody else reap the benefits of it, you know. So it's good to have him back, and he'll play a lot of minutes down in the remix.
What have you thought about how Chris and Ryan have looked down there?
I thought good. I think that they play with a different level of confidence when they're there. You know, from coming from here and then going there. I mean, their presence is just different. And my challenge is, regardless, even though these players are so much better than their levels are different, I still want your mentality to be the same. You know, and that's easier said than done when you get to playing with some of these great players. But at some point, that's what it will be. So I think it's been incredible for them to be able to get that experience.
How has the hand handled these 4 weeks out?
Good. He's been around the team the whole time. He's leading still and talking still and helping guys still. He's itching, man. He's just itching, you know, to get back out here and help. I knew it would be really tough for him getting hurt that early. Obviously, I knew it would be tough for us, but I knew it would be tough for him to sit and watch after putting so much work in and assuming such a bigger role with our team. And he was so ready. So I knew it would be difficult for him. I think he's handled it very well.
Did you ask him to play a certain role in it, like mentor or
Yeah. When he got hurt? Yeah, I told him. I said, you know, I know you got to get the surgery, but I need you around, man. You got to keep your leader. You know, that can't just be when you're playing. You know, you taking a hold of this, you got to do it all the time. So you got to be around, be at the practices, be in the practices. Like, guys come to the sideline, you got to be helping them. You know, tell them what you see. So he's done that. He's done well.